Hello, hello. This is Pearl Snappy, and welcome. We are officially 12 days away from the Austin Church called of Scientology having their ribbon cutting, which means that there will be a sighting of little Davy and his fake space navy, some creepy OSA security guards, some of the people that already don't like me, and all their friends. We're gonna get to see um, probably Clap and Kyle. It's gonna be a good time. So I wanted to share some updates about why I believe that this is going to happen, even though it still says in review. They've added more. So I'm gonna go through all of the permits that exist so far, and we're going to make fun of their uh, inability, their persistent inability to know what year it is. Um, so they still say 2023 on a lot of things, and that's because they've tried to do this last year a couple of times, and so they're just reusing the same applications and not word clearing their own applications. So if that's not on brand, I don't know what is. So here is the special events permit. You could tell that it's a special events permit because it says SE up there. So this is the special events permit. There's not a lot of information in this permit except for the date. So the start date, the end date, and the blocks that will be affected. And I'll be showing you on a map what we're looking at, because we're gonna get something that LA has had and that everybody else has. We're getting shuttles. We're getting shuttles, y'all. We're gonna get shuttles. And because they need to mark off parking and because they need to mark off where the shuttle stop will be, they had to apply for a permit. So guess what that is? Public data. They're just flapping all over the place. And I'm gonna show you. So this is a pretty boring application. This is just for the special event. And that's how it works in Austin. I don't know how it works in other cities, but you have a special event, and then you have the special event permit, and then you have the right of ways permit. So there's a related folder here. So when you click on that, you get these now 3 additional folders, which I will click into, and you can see there's a lot of information, and we'll go over that. So, pardon me. This is this is the original rights of ways permit. So you could see that it says RW, and these are the street closures that they're asking for. You can see that they still are the first word, the first thing that was typed in this description, the very first thing is wrong already, and we love to see it. They're just so fun. So 2023, except for they mean 2024. So they want the 400 block of West 22nd. They want the sidewalk closed on the north side of 22nd. They want the alley closed from 21st to 22nd. Now, I at first thought that they meant the alleys, the alley that goes behind the org. They do actually on this one. I don't know where I misread that. It doesn't matter. Ignore me. Everything's fine. Remember how I was making fun of that guy? Like, you can edit this out. I'm probably not going to edit this out. And so, we could talk about that later and make fun of me. It's all good. So anyway, I'll show on a map what's going on here. I digress. So they're looking for sidewalk closures, full street closures, all sorts of closures, bike lanes, but look, not them forgetting to update the date. So it's probably unclear. So 3 days before. So they'd want it from the 21st to the 24th. But I'm gonna go check and see what the businesses that share this block with them think about that. Because do you think the coffee shop's gonna be really excited that the whole block is closed down for a few days. I don't know what days. Maybe it's in the past. Maybe they have invented time travel. Unclear. So this is the application that has been around. They just updated some of the dates. This also shows the start time, which is 2 p.m., ending at 3 p.m. That is for the ceremony only. The reason that they're asking for all this mess to be blocked off is so that people can be coming and going all day. And we're going to be there. We're going to be there. So basically, they're putting on a little show for us. And again, all of the people that filled it out, how much money they paid for this. Interesting that they need an after-hours fee. I'm not sure that that was there before. So related to this, this is the biggest update. This had not been released before, but again, they tried to do this last year and they wanted something, I think it was August, because who doesn't want to have a big event in August in Austin when you're basically living on like hell's front porch? So they want shuttles and a meter stop for 5-minute unloading. And this is at 2100 San Antonio. So here is the org, okay? And it's on the corner of 22nd and Guadalupe. So they want this whole block. They want this whole block closed down. They also want this closed down. They want this sidewalk closed down all the way to San Antonio. This is the alley right here where they're always smoking. So this is the smoking dock. This is where they're always hanging out. So what they want is they want this lane of traffic, because this is parking. Parking, the green thing is a bike lane. So you've got 2 lanes of traffic. You have a parking lane and you have a bike lane, and then a big giant sidewalk. They want this all closed down, this whole block. This whole block. And then they want this alley closed off as well. So right here where this dumpster is, that's the smoking loading dock. This is a side door. This is a side entrance. This is their main entrance right here on Guadalupe facing campus. Okay. So for the parking spots, they want shuttles loading. Did it say? I'm sorry to go back and forth. 2100 San Antonio. Okay. So they want this area, which is normally public parking. You can see this is street parking. Also, those who are looking for a place to park really close. So they want this to be marked off as 5-minute parking drop-off shuttles. So that's where the shuttles will be. They're going to be all around here. All right, now let's look at the shuttle service. So the drop-off is at 600 West. Shuttle service drop, 600 West 22nd for attendees. The parking space is reserved for event shuttles. And then also at 2100 Noises, permit only, all this good stuff. So what does that mean? So the shuttle stop, so here, this is the Church of Scientology, Guadalupe 22nd. This is San Antonio. And so here we're right around Noises, I think. Should be. Okay, so it's just west of Noises. All right, so they are looking at, so this is the shuttle stop, one of the shuttle stops. And then this is where the parking is going to be. Oops, sorry, right here. And they're going to be right by Pearl Street. They're going to be by Pearl Street. So they're on my property now. I'm just saying. So that is the update. Why am I sharing all this? Well, because it's important that we know what streets are going to be closed off, to think about sight lines, to think about arriving. And Those have not been approved yet. It's also important to note those have not yet been approved. Those can be redlined still by the city, and depending on what is approved, that will then determine my next course of action as far as trying to argue, repeal, amend any of that information. It's also exciting to know that they're going to have buses because we don't get that here. So we're getting some Hollywood treatment. We are very excited about it. For all the people that want to come from different places in Texas, please email me, Pearl Snappy at protonmail.com. It's also in my description on my page. If you click, information and then details, it'll say email address, and you just click on it and it'll show you my email address. So email me. I will then forward that on to the person that is going to be helping organize folks that want to ride share in from Houston, come in from San Antonio, potentially Dallas. I have too much going on, and there's too much that I have to figure out, and also, that's just not me. That's just not me, and you guys will just get aggravated at my lack of response. So, rather than do that, I will just have somebody who is good at that and is interested follow up about all of that information. A few things to think about as far as when you wanna get here, if you wanna come, and when will things be interesting to watch, and um, how early should you get here? I mean, as early as possible. I mean, I would consider being here Friday night because they're gonna be doing this stuff all night long. That might be what the after hours thing is for. They're gonna be setting this up all night long. I'm not saying I'm gonna be there all night long, but I'll probably be out there more than I normally would be. I will have folks with me at all times, so no worries about that. Um, and also I appreciate everyone who has been helping me, who is helping me, and also I am a negligent creator and I really want to give a shout out to my mods. I will do it again in a live when I know everyone can see, but I also just ADHD brain. So since I'm here thinking about it, y'all are the best. Yes, thank you, Magic. So email me if you have questions about when you should come, what questions you might have about arriving, parking, all that kind of stuff, and I will forward that on to the person that can best answer those. And if they're unable to do so, I'll jump into, or we'll find the person that can help answer your questions. Um, I think that with the road closures going up to the date of opening, there's going to be stuff going on there every day, and I'm going to be there watching it and singing to them and reminding them that we don't really care what you adults are doing, but you got to get the kids out, and you have to let the elderly people go and stop using their credit cards, and you got to give up your tax exempt status, and we'll leave you alone. I mean, we'll still make fun of you for sure, but this could stop. This could stop, but I don't think they're going to do that. So we won't stop because we don't like child trafficking, human trafficking, elder abusing, scam cults. We don't like that. That being said, I will post screenshots of this information to my community page so that you can reference it. I will also be making a short about this so that y'all can share it if you would like to, if you don't want to hear all of my rambling, which I completely understand. And I will be uploading this information to TikTok as well, because I know that there are a lot of people that are on TikTok that also want to show up. And I, frankly, if you're watching this from TikTok, I do apologize that I don't engage there as much. I just have more control over my content here, and I'm trying to avoid strikes, but also still provide information. So please bear with me. And I look forward to seeing you all in about 12 days. Okay, thank you for listening. Also, just kidding, because I'm not done. People are getting unsubscribed, and so please make sure that you are subscribed. Please like the video, and for anybody who's watched it to the end, you're the real rock star here. Everybody else that didn't needs to come out with their cans up. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.